everybody. My name's Beau Evans. I'm a reporter with NOLA.com, Times-Picayune, and I'm here with Mr. David Bernard, who is the chief meteorologist at WVUE FOX 8 News. And we are going to talk a little bit about Hurricane Harvey, which is headed sort of this way, and everybody's getting a little concerned about it. So we are going to ask the expert why we are getting so concerned about it.
All right, well, Beau, let's look at this. This is a dramatic picture, guys. This afternoon, we have a very large developing hurricane in the western Gulf of Mexico. The circulation is taking up the entire western Gulf, extending into the Bay of Campeche. Now, when we come in close on Harvey, we don't see an eye emerging yet. But if we start to see that later this afternoon, then we'll know that Harvey is on its way to becoming a major hurricane. Currently, it's a Category 1, and the track, as we'll show you in a moment, Beau, is toward Texas, at least initially. Right. Notice that it was kind of taking almost a due northerly track overnight, but it has bent back to the northwest as we were anticipating.
So, Category 1 right now, we're hearing that it's going to maybe turn into Category 3. What are some of the factors that cause that strengthening for, basic 101 hurricane stuff?
Two big things have happened in the last 6 to 12 hours. Harvey is moving over hot water in the western Gulf. In fact, there's a little patch of water here that's extremely warm. That's really powerful hurricane fuel. The second one is the overall atmospheric conditions have been improving. There was a little bit of dry air in the western Gulf. There was some wind shear from an upper low to the north. All that has gone away, and basically Harvey has taken over the entire environment of the western Gulf and has basically made it his own.
Taken over the entire environment. That sounds slightly pernicious, maybe.
Well, I mean, but that's basically what is going on. It is basically now beginning to control the environment around itself, and that's going to allow it to further strengthen.
Okay. So, why are we concerned with this heading for Texas?
All right, well, let's start by taking a look at exactly what's going to happen. Here we are now, right? Now, by tonight, we're forecasting it to be a 100-mile-per-hour storm, a Category 2. By tomorrow morning, a Category 3, 120-mile-per-hour winds, and then a major hurricane, 125-mile-per-hour storm approaching the Texas coastline on Friday evening. But look what happens after this: Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It really doesn't go anywhere. It's going to stall out somewhere in here. Now remember, the cone, the circle, this is a huge amount of uncertainty. Theoretically, on Tuesday, the storm could be over here in this side of the cone. Could be up here, might be back there. Best estimates are it'll still be somewhere near the coast, and the reason we're concerned is the possibility that it might move back that direction.
Right. And just so, when hurricanes or tropical systems like that actually make landfall, they do decrease in intensity pretty dramatically, right?
That's correct. And that forecast showed it as a tropical depression by next Tuesday. That's if it stays over land. Notice the cone was over the Gulf. It could reemerge over the Gulf or stall along the coast, so it could be stronger than that. Now, this is the computer models, right? The spaghetti plots. People have seen those on the internet. There's a lot of agreement between now and Saturday morning that this is coming right for the coastal bend. But when we expand out to 5 days, you can see why that hurricane center cone is so large, because we have some actually trying to push it back this direction, a few this way. Most of them, though, are keeping it stalled until Monday, right along the Texas coast. And then as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, that's where you start to see some of this movement toward the north and east. And this will describe, why that's going to happen.
Right.
So let me show you what we have. And basically, this high, you see this high here?
I do.
That is strengthening. That is building in from the eastern Gulf. So here we are on Saturday. That high strengthening is pushing Harvey into Texas. At the same time, we've got a big high here over the desert southwest of Mexico, and that's saying, you're not going any further. All right? So Harvey is getting stuck in between this wall of high pressure.
It's sandwiched right there. Huh?
Exactly. And that's going to stay like that to Saturday, probably Sunday and Monday. But here's where there's the possibility of an escape. There is a big dip in the jet stream coming out of Canada late Sunday and into Monday. And you can see the outline of that kind of capturing Harvey. If this is strong enough, that would push the storm in our direction early next week, and we could have significant impacts here in southeast Louisiana. But if it misses, and most of the guidance is not showing the miss, most of the guidance is trying to pick the storm up. If it misses, this high would build in and drive the storm southwest back into Mexico, and that would be the end of it.
Gotcha. All right, so it could pull it this way, and is this the trough that we've been hearing about? Or is
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I like to use things like jet stream dips and things like that maybe is a little more conversational for people to
Sure.
get.
Basically, there's chance of it going this way, not towards us, or going this way towards us, depending on what.
How strong that is. There's an unusual amount of uncertainty in the forecast. The one thing we can guarantee is that the forecast is going to change.
Right. But either way, we're probably going to get some rain. So this hurricane is over here. What are we concerned about in our neck of the woods over there?
All right, notice this is labeled potential rain, because whenever you see these rain charts, all you're seeing is the output from one particular forecast model. All right, and any model can be right at any time, but that means a lot of them are going to be wrong. But this gives you a general idea of what's going to happen, and I think I take it, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, I think I stopped at Sunday night. Why did I stop at Sunday night? Because the uncertainty is too high on what's going to happen here on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's not worth me showing what that outcome might be. But this will help tell the story of where we could go. This scale goes up to 30 inches. All right? So this is the hurricane making landfall. It is showing areas of over 30 inches of rain in the Texas coastal bend. 12 to 18 as far north as the Houston area. Where you see the light blue, that's 1 to 6. So the 1 to 6 inch rains will be building into southeast Louisiana by Sunday evening. Now, that's between now and Sunday. Today's Thursday. We can get 2, 3, 4 inches of rain over 3 or 4 days. We're going to be okay. The question is going to become, if the storm moves back in this direction, we're going to have much higher rain totals next week. But again, it's too early to determine exactly what those would be.
And even though it's too early to determine what the totals might be, we can expect Monday or Tuesday to have a better idea of when the brunt.
Well, I think before then. I think by Saturday, some of this will start to come into play on exactly what's going to happen sometime in the next 36 to 48 hours. Because based on the scenarios we're seeing now, we will have significant impacts by Monday and Tuesday, maybe even to Wednesday, before this is able to move out.
All right. So here we are on Thursday. What do you think folks should know right now, looking ahead to the weekend? I mean, what should we be preparing ourselves for?
We need to continue to monitor what's going on. Continue to monitor Fox 8 Live and our Fox 8 weather app, where we're doing constant updates on there, and we'll be with you throughout the entire weekend. Right now, what we know is it seems for southeast Louisiana, the two big threats I see are the potential for flooding rains next week, and also coastal flooding, high tide flooding outside the risk reduction system. That could become a problem if the storm moves back into the Gulf and is stronger, and we get a strong fetch out of the east and southeast. Could this develop into a strong storm or hurricane again if it doesn't get too far inland? That's possible. So we might have a more significant storm impacting the state from the southwest.
Are we looking at any types of surge impacts from all of this that we know of right now, or?
Well, that's a little bit what I was getting into with the coastal flooding. And again, that we're too far out to know exactly what that would be. If we have a stronger storm here, then yes, we are going to have some coastal flooding or surge problems outside the risk reduction system in those typical areas like that saw the problems during Cindy. Something like that could occur. If we have a weaker system, it will probably be a lot more minor.
All right, and we will be figuring out a little bit more what's going on as time passes and as we continue to listen to you.
All right, thanks a lot. Glad to be here.
Thank you, and this was Chief Meteorologist David Bernard with WVUE FOX 8 News, and I am Beau Evans with NOLA.com, Times-Picayune. Thanks for watching, and keep informed.